Greetings everyone, and Graydon here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the north side as the magenta Japanese, we have Beasty. On the south side as the red Chinese, we have Ano. Bit of wood there, though that mill is actually not very well placed. That is a tile away, isn't it? Or maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe I'm just going crazy because after all these, I don't really exactly follow the grid system now, do they? Either way, let's take a look at the map. We got the wood deposits a bit off the left for red, and we've got steer off to the right with quite a bit of stone in this region. Like if I put my camera right here, there are 3 stone deposits, 1 extra large. Magenta has both of his deer deposits pretty close by here, so that would be a good expansion direction. Coin on the right. 2 large in the center, bit of coin near the deer as well. Red does have both his deer deposits towards the right, but very far apart as well. It sounds like Magenta's finding a good number of deer, or not deer, sheep. And he's been finding a good amount of sheep, hasn't he? There's 6 sheep there. All the sheep over here has been bobbed, so I can't really even see. I am out of it today. You know now have the Kura storehouse now deployed on the field, or being deployed on out. The Imperial Academy is almost complete. The farmhouse being deployed on out. Going for a bit of wood as well. Bardican's son being pulled out next to the deer deposit. He may not be eyeing for a secondary town center. Nope, got villages on stone there, so he's going to eye for a secondary town center. Here, a storehouse has been pulled on out as well. Lumber mill now being pulled on out. Scout moving around. Scouting out, sees the Bardic in the sun, and decides to start picking off the deer and splitting them up like that. And now the Chinese player is at Song Dynasty, allowing him to get faster village production as well. He's going to be spreading these guys up, and we'll be picking them off as well. Last of the berry bushes have been obtained. There's some berry bushes up here, but he's now eyeing for the deer. Local doggo. Boy, that deer is split apart. Ooh, that was a pretty good split there on the deer. We do not have the floating gates not being deployed on out in the field, which of course will give him some free relics. Big line of palisade walls now being pulled on out. He's also going to try to wall in some of these other relics. So we got 2.5 town centers versus just 1. We also got a stable there, so it's like he's going to eye for the Yoshiro put directly into the stable, I'm guessing. And there we go, it does put the Yoshiro inside the stable now, going for some mounted samurai. More palisade walls going on up. Does get that Pelican fully encapsulated, but his village is also trapped inside. Wolf up here, getting some bites. We do now have the scout chasing down the mounted samurai. He does have an outpost here, no hand cannon near a slit. There's not enough room for all these civilians to get inside these outposts. He does have a spearman here, hitting the Imperial official. The Imperial official has no taxes, but the Imperial official does stay alive. Daimyo Manor now complete. He's right there on some of these other villagers. Spearmen trying to pursue these forces. Anki near slit. Does get those Imperial officials safe. Villagers still just running away. And the scout or the horseman does not go down. And his player does have a good number of spearmen for defense against the mounted samurai. As going to stand and fight, a good number of these mounted samurai are quite wounded. He's focusing down to take out the horseman. There goes a mounted samurai. More spearmen on the build queue. We've got 5 spearmen over here, not enough to really engage, but enough perhaps to dissuade. Does get one of those villagers there. Get some hits. Spearmen start engaging. Need to focus fire. Needs to get some of these wounded ones down. You may want to fall back some of these mounted samurai to some Shinto priests to get them healed up. There's inside of that outpost there. We've got a large number of exposed villagers here. They do drop off the food before going on down. More spearmen now being rallied over here. That one does go down there. Walls now seeing a bit of damage. Sacred Site has been captured up there, and now the last one is going to be captured up as well. Got one claimed by Magenta, and this one's going to be potentially claimed. This one's still encapsulated. This one has not been cracked open. One is down here in red, Sphere of Influence. Just a distractionary Wololo. Zinch News, probably not a great item at the moment. And the local doggos demanding some head pats. Sacred sites have been captured by Japan. Do now some Yumi archers now being pulled on the field. They are a cheaper, weaker archer. I think it's still the same amount of health. Yumi archers in comparison only cost 65 resources. Their damage output is 7 with a +6 versus light melee. And that is the veteran archer as well. More relics are being picked on up. Magenta's has 2 more picked up. Outpost being built there. Spearmen will get finished off. And now we do have the Daimyo Palace now being deployed and out. Palisade wall is about to go down. Do have a decent force here, ready to push on forward. and close the breach. The Zunchus have to make sure they're focusing on the Yumi archers, while the Spearmen have to just basically ABA move forward. Right now his formation is a little bit scattered, which is not great. Now his village is taking a bit of damage there. Spearmen trying to ward away those samurai. The Yumi archers should be pursued by the Zunchus. Zunchus just gain some other damage. Yumi archers back here. They can still build siege weapons if they get left alone. Assuming they have not blacksmith, siege engineers research. More economic research there for the Chinese player. The Japanese player has not gotten any economic research to include the wheelbarrow. However, of course, not all of their upgrades are shown up there. I think it has gone for the level 1 upgrade. Oh, actually, it looks like it's gone for 2. It says Villager Technology 303. Palisade walls going down. Yumi archers do find some volleys there on the villagers. Zunchus gain some damage. These guys only have 1 range. Nope, they just got they have 2 range armor. These guys don't even have +1 damage. They're doing 2 damage per bolt, which is really not good. At this point in time, it's better to go for regular archers than Zunchus if he has no blacksmith research. He's still age 2, not age 3 yet. He has plenty of gold to age up, but he needs some range. His range aims up on the grade. Upgrade is on the way. Because right now he's even having trouble engaging Yumi archers. Astronomical clock tower now being employed on now. Here's now being cleaned on up by the Japanese players. There's all 3 sacred sites. 5 minutes remaining from the sacred site victory. Now Samurai getting healed on up. Exile is now completed by one of these players. Spearman going to be picked off there. Any player does have textiles, so does the Japanese player. Now got Castle of the Crow being employed on out. Being employed out right there. And this would give him some decent amount of resources every so often. And the other trade post is located right there. That's not going to happen there. But he can get some excellent amount of resources with the Castle Crows as well. Help him secure up this gold deposit, this sacred site, and help partially provide a sphere of influence towards that sacred site as well. Did that just go crazy? I could have sworn that just said 4 minutes. I got bumped to the 5. Am I crazy? I could have sworn that thing just went from 4 minutes up to 5 minutes. You have the castle now being built right there to help provide sphere of influence towards the sacred site. Orange is trying to, or Red's trying to push the way forward. Has a good number of spears available. Good number of spearmen. Zunchus before, have a handful of crossbows and palace guard. And with this pretty sizable choke point there, I think it's serving red better than magenta. Sacred site already get decaptured. Got the hardened samurai research. Yumi archers still providing some good fire support. Palace guard now engaging the Yumi archers in melee. Castle now complete. Mounted samurai being focused down. Right now these Zunchus are still doing 6 damage. And Yomi archers provide some good fire support, and the sacred site has not been decaptured. Castle of Crows, trade caravan. Maybe already collected. It will probably provide about 1,500 resources, I'm guessing. Every so often. Keyword often. Or not so often. I cannot think today. I got the Odachi now being researched, giving his samurai plus damage versus 4 damage versus infantry. Credits there onto those units. Going for the cannon now. Castle of Crow does have a slight health increase. I have 5,500. You know, actually, I don't really know the big. Oh, that's the same as regular castles. Chinese village pushing way forward. I am not sure why. He has enough stone for a keep. That's probably why. Remember, the villagers are getting hit there significantly. Take a site being. Take a site victory 3 minutes away. Magetta's throwing his villagers over here. Red is trying to play cast or keep next to this sacred site. We got a castle now being pulled out in return. Spring Golem placement there, buying some fire support. There's 20 villagers there versus 15. So it looks like the Chinese can build stuff quicker. I think the castle will be deployed out first. Red's now trying to. The 6-side victory is now going to be paused since he has a unit on top of the point. Castle's now complete. Villagers do get inside. Red does have a small force here. Red has now his own keep now point of view, and the keep's now fully garrisoned. 6-side victory is 2/3 from being decaptured. Magenta's bringing reinforcements over in this region. Local doggo trying to bite that palace guard. Sacred victory or Sacred decaptured by 50%. He's providing some good fire support. The Yumi archers won't last all too long. I don't know why. That looks a little bit more impressive. Looks like the arrows are all splitting up while his opponent's arrows wasn't doing that. Sacred Sight's going to be decaptured by the villagers now. The keep may be drawing all the fire. No, it's not. And looks like it's going to try to go for another keep over here. Getting out some battery rams in that region could be very useful. Palace guard charging also their way forward. As inside the keep there. Probably slowly torched on down. Got elite samurai now out in the field. We do have a spring golem placement here. The castle has been upgraded with a bombarding placement and also upgrading with boiling oil. Red is almost got the Sacred Site decaptured. Got 1 minute 45 seconds remaining. The keep is finding some good fire support. Has units here. Villagers are still in the Sacred Site. Some Palace Guard reinforcing way forward. Report the Yumi archers, but Dugo's got the elite samurai now engaging. Sacred Site almost decaptured. If this force can dogpile on, looks like he will get the Sacred Site not decaptured. Though, he's not pushing forward, but we've got more elite samurai here. Oh, that was a massive volley there by the nest of bees. Now got a battery ram pushing way forward. Sacred Site 25%. Or hardened for elite samurai pushing forward. Elite samurai are relatively cheap, 130. This in gold. Okay, so we got the battery ram there. Villagers trying to get inside the keep, or maybe not. Holding oil now being researched there by the keep. More villagers over here, and we got the local doggo getting some fights. Battery ram does go down, and now the secret site is being reverted back. More hand cannoneers pushing forward. Baron does go down there. And the Chinese player doesn't really have much military on the field, more just more palace guard. And Red does back at the game now. That's a great scene. Take a watch him, and on to next replay.